the LG V20 user here, and today I'm doing a video about EA. So I'm on TheVerge.com here, and it says here EA's Tetris mobile games will disappear from iOS and Android in April 2020. So if you guys play these classic games on your phone, they will disappear from Android and iOS this April. So stay tuned for that, and it will be soon replaced by Tetris Royale. So that's gonna be interesting to see what that looks like. So let's go check this out, shall we? So it says here, Tetris and Tetris Blitz, EA's mobile versions of the classic puzzle game, are being discontinued. Android police and Mac rumors report that the apps will disappear from iOS and Android respectively on April 21st, 2020. So that's about 3 months from now. After that date, you won't be able to play them, even if they're already downloaded on your devices. So if you guys have that game, if you guys have those games on your devices, after April 21st, you will no longer be able to play them, even if they're on your devices after that date. So after April 21st, the Tetris and the Tetris Blitz games will be going away, and they will be replaced by Tetris Royale. So that's going to be interesting to see what that looks like. It says purists have long argued that touchscreen controls are one of the worst ways to play, and one of the worst ways to play. And it is, because it's fucking hard, and it's not like the actual physical controls. It's like you have to touch the screen to move the blocks around, and it's hard as hell. And I played it. I have played both the Tetris and the Tetris Blitz. I like the Tetris Blitz game. I think it's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of Tetris. So yeah. And the touchscreen controls are a bit hard to get used to. Tetris, and look, they have probably right, but EA made a valiant effort with its smartphone games. They may look simple and a bit dated next to the sublime Tetris, a fact that was released on the PS4 in 2018. But it's hard to argue with the simple pleasures of dropping a few well-placed tetronomies while waiting for the boss. I mean, EA games, I mean, they're like, oh man, some of the games that have their, some of the games that have their arcade, like the Sims game, the Sim mobile game that they have for EA, that game's alright. The Madden mobile game from EA, that game sucks ass. The Tetris games are, it is what it is. It's a simple classic game. I mean, the touchscreen controls are a bit a bit to get used to when playing Tetris, but it says although EA is unlikely to release a follow-up Tetris mobile game of its own anytime soon. Last year, developer Network announced its mobile take on the franchise called Tetris Royale. That's what the Tetris games will be replaced by, is Tetris Royale, and it's made by the developer of Network. Its main selling point, it will be a 100-player battle royale mode similar to Nintendo Switch's Tetris 99. So this Tetris Royale, if you guys know what battle royale is, it's basically like that, but it's like a Tetris. It's gonna be interesting to see what that looks like and how how that functions and shit like that. So I am looking forward to that, and when that game is released, I hope it's released on mobile devices. If it is, I will do a first look at the game and stuff like that when it is released. It says thankfully outside of its multiplayer modes, the game is set to include more traditional modes like solo, marathon. Okay. So yeah. So if you guys are a fan of the Tetris games on the mobile devices, they will be discontinuing those. EA will be discontinuing the Tetris games after April 21st, 2020, and the games will be replaced by Tetris Royale, which is made by the developer called Network. And I think the game's gonna be released on mobile devices. I think it is, because that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what Tetris Royale looks like. It's supposed to be, if you guys know what Battle Royale is, it's basically the same concept as that. Obviously, this is a Tetris Royale. It's gonna be a 100-player Battle Royale style type of game. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Tetris Royale looks like and functions and stuff like that. So I can't wait to try that out. And like I said, if the Tetris Royale game is on mobile devices, I would try it out, and I will do a first look at the game for you guys, so stay tuned for that. So like I said, guys, if you guys are a fan of Tetris, and y'all guys played the Tetris games on your mobile phones and stuff like that, EA is discontinuing those games this April for Android and iOS. If you guys have those games installed on your devices after April 21st, you will no longer be able to play those games, even if you have those games on your devices after April 21st. I have played both games. I played the Tetris, the regular Tetris game. I played that one. That was pretty cool. I played the Tetris Blitz game. I do like the Tetris Blitz. I think that's a pretty cool game in my opinion. I like that game a lot. I am a big Tetris fan. If you guys are old as me, y'all guys remember Tetris from back in the day and stuff like that, on like the Game Boy and stuff like that. I am 29 years old, so I grew up playing Tetris and shit. So Tetris is the shit, and Tetris brings nostalgia to us old folks and shit. So EA will be discontinuing the Tetris mobile games this April, so stay tuned for that. And like I said, I'm curious to see what Tetris Royale is gonna look like. If you guys know what Battle Royale is, y'all guys will be familiar with Tetris Royale. It's basically a 100-player Battle Royale style of Tetris, so that's gonna be fun and something to try out and see what that plays like. So I cannot wait to try that out. Hopefully it's for mobile phones, because if it is, I will do a video for you guys on that. So stay tuned for that. I don't know when that game will be released, probably after April, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, if you guys are a fan of the Tetris games on mobile devices, they will be disappearing on Android and iOS this April, so stay tuned for that. So if you guys like to play these games now, you guys will have 3 months to play them, so you might as well play them for as much as you can until they disappear for good. So yeah, hopefully this Tetris Royale thing is something really cool, and I am excited to try it out and see what it looks like. So yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, guys. If you listen a lot, please rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.